بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هنبدأ النهاردة مع بعض حل pressure at a point. First question. Pressure is measured in, since the pressure equal force divided by area, then the units of measuring the pressure is Newton per meter square, Joule per cubic meter, kilogram per meter second power 2, or Pascal. Then the correct answer is letter B. Second question. In which of the following figures the pressure exerted by the child on the ground is maximum? When the area decreases, the pressure increases. The relation is inversely proportional, then the answer is letter C. The ratio between the normal systolic and the diastolic pressure of a body is, since the systolic pressure and the diastolic pressure is 120 divided by 80 torr, then the ratio is 3 divided by 2. From the opposite figure, which size is correct? Since the pressure is inversely proportional to the area and the protector capes increases the area, then the correct answer is letter C. A brick is placed horizontally on a horizontal surface as shown in the figure if the orientation has been changed to P as in the figure 2. So, which choice is correct? Since the weight or the force of the brick is constant, and the pressure is inversely proportional to the area, then as the area decreases, the pressure increases. Question 4. 4 blocks with a flat surface are placed on some soft clay. Which block sink in the deepest into the clay? Since the pressure equal mass times gravity divided by area, and the pressure is directly proportional to the mass and inversely proportional to the area. Letter B and letter D are the same, but the mass of letter B is more than the mass of letter D. The diagram shows a glass block rest on a tabletop. The area of the block and its weight, while the weight of the table and its area. So which expression gives the pressure exerts on the table by the block? Is W over X. Submarine has a circular window whose diameter is 0.3. If the maximum external pressure of the window withstands is 660 kilopascal, so the maximum external force is force equal P times A. So the pressure times the area of the window, as it is a circular shape, by R square. Then the force equal. This is the force, approximately equal to letter B. If the pressure which affected the ground due to standing of a girl on her both legs equal 2.5 times 10 power 5 Newton meter square, so the pressure on the ground due to standing of same girl on one leg only is, since the pressure decreases to half, so the area decreases to half, so the pressure increases double. A block of weight W rests on the face of area A, the gravitational field strength G, so the pressure exerted on the ground due to the block is W divided by A. There is no relation between G. In the opposite figure, if the object is inverted upside down, the pressure under it will upside down, then the area decrease, so the pressure will increase. In the opposite figure, if you remove one cube from them and the pressure due to the cubes on the area contact of the surface under them will. Since the pressure is inversely proportional to the area, then as the area decreases to half, the pressure increases double. In the opposite figure, if one of the cubes is put above the other, and the pressure due to the cubes on the surface under them will, since the area is the same and the pressure is directly proportional to the force, then the weight of the two cubes will increase double, then the pressure also will increase double. A cube of side length 5 cm and weight of 2.4 Newton is put above a table. So the produced pressure by the cube on the surface of the table is W equal F over P equal W over area, then P equal W over the area of the cube, L power 2, then by substituting the number in the relation, pressure equal 660. And pay attention for the measuring unit. Pay attention for the measuring unit between C and D. This is the correct unit. The correct unit, the other correct unit is joule per cubic meter, not joule per meter square. The same number, but the units are different. Then the answer is letter C. From the opposite figure, two boxes are placed next to each other and both are opened from the top. The first box has a cubic shape and the second has a cuboidal shape. So the ratio between the force due to the atmospheric pressure on the base of the boxes from the inside, force of cube divided by force of cuboid equal. Let's see. Force equal pressure times area. The atmospheric pressure times area divided by atmospheric pressure times area. Atmospheric pressure cancelled with the atmospheric pressure. Then the area of the cube to the area of cuboid. The area of the cube 20 times 20. The area of cuboid 20 times 40 equal to half. The opposite figure represents a solid metallic cylinder of height x and the cross-sectional area A, which is placed on a horizontal surface. If the cylinder affected by the surface by pressure P and the density of the material of the cylinder equal. Since the pressure equal rho GH, then density equal pressure divided by GH, the height here is x, then the pressure divided rho x. The opposite figure shows the base area and the height of a group of bricks. If the density of the material of the bricks here is doubled that of each of bricks S and Q and Z, so which of the two bricks affected the grounds by the same pressure? Let's see. Pressure of brick Z rho Hg. Pressure of brick Q rho Hg. Pressure of brick is rho 2h times g. Pressure of brick T is 2 rho times Hg. We notice that the pressure of Z and Q are the same, S and T are the same. Let's see the choices. In the opposite figure, if the weight of the solid cube is 60 Newton and the length of its side is 9 centimeter, the pressure on the surface by the cube is. Here, the weight of the block is W equal mg. This is not an inclined, not an perpendicular force to the inclined plane. Then by resolving the weight onto its component and choosing the perpendicular component to the inclined plane. This is the horizontal component x and this is the vertical component y. Which one of them is perpendicular to the area of the inclined plane? W cosine theta. Then the force makes an area with the vertical component. The force or the weight of the block makes an angle with the vertical component. Then the pressure equal F cosine theta divided by A, that is equal to W cosine theta divided by A. A cylinder of height 3 meter and radius 0.3 meter is standing on its bottom affecting the ground by a pressure 19,000 Newton per meter square. The density of the cylinder material is. This is the cylinder of height 3 meter. This is the ground below it. Then since the pressure equal rho Hg, then density equal P divided Hg. Then the density equal 6.33 times 10 to the power 2 kilogram per cubic meter. Two columns of the same height are made of a material of density 6,000 kilogram per cubic meter. It is the same material if the first has a square base of width 0.2 meter and the second has a circular base of diameter 0.2 meter. The ratio between the pressure of the first to the pressure of the second is. They are the same height, the same material, so the same density, so they affect the ground by the same pressure. The ratio is 1 to 1, that is equal to 1. A small table of weight 40 Newton stands on 4 legs. Each have an area of 0.001 meter square. What is the pressure of the table on the floor? Each leg has an area of 0.001 meter square. So the pressure equal W divided by A, that is equal 40 divided by each area times 4. Occupied pillar of weight 18 times 10 to the power 4 Newton is put above a smooth wooden floor. If the weight of the pillar is 4 meter and the density of its material is 6,000 kilogram per cubic meter, the pressure by the pillar on the floor is. This is the pillar, its height affecting the floor. Since the pressure equal rho Hg, then
pressure equal